Everybody. This is Jason Butt with the UGAsports.com quick take. Happy to be here on this lovely Friday. Just another day before kickoff between Georgia and UAB. Now, we're just going to get right down to it. Does Georgia cover against the Blazers? Here's the thing. I picked them not to cover week one. That spread was just ridiculous. And of course, they had the slow scoring, slow start, however you want to describe it. Week 2, week 3, I picked them to cover. This team has not covered in 3 straight games. And a lot of it has to do with the slow starts, slow scoring, however you want to define it. Slow starts, the common one. Kirby Smart says slow scoring. It could have happened against Ball State. I mean, the thing about Ball State was they were up 42-0 or 45-0, I believe. Yeah, 45-0. And then Ball State got the field goal, and that took away the cover. And so that one probably should have happened. They called off the dogs, and that's something that they do. They put in the backups, and yes, they still run the same offense. They're letting the guys throw, but you're not necessarily going to get that kind of execution. Positive execution with your backups. So that said, then week 3 against South Carolina, the 26.5, 27.5, whatever. I think it was 26.5 is what it closed at. Couldn't cover there either against South Carolina. George Bush, our former president, W, not HW, the kid, he said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, I can't get fooled again." And I'm not going to get fooled again. So I'm taking Georgia to not cover against UAB. That said, I think that Georgia does get a significant and easy win against the Blazers. I do not see this offense being able to move the ball. I know that just from kind of reading up and researching them, this is a team that went from a run-first attack to a pass-first attack. And it seems when you look at the 2 losses, Georgia Southern and Lafayette, that they are very much in adjustment mode. I don't think they have the talent to be able to throw the ball on this Georgia secondary. Georgia's played pretty well back there for the most part. UAB does like to take shots and try to get chunk plays. I kind of think that plays into Georgia's strength a little bit. Now Georgia's got to do a better job of getting after the passer. Quite frankly, that's something that hasn't necessarily been there. Those edge rushers, you're not seeing much of as much of a pass rush as you would like so far in the early going of this season. I think that's something that can come with time. This team is, last year, this team definitely looked better in the early going. They had the blowout win against Oregon, but then they had those mid-year struggles. I wonder if this team, the players themselves, are finding themselves, as Carson Beck continues to grow. I wonder if some of these other guys are finding a lot of pressure placed on themselves, being the number 1 team in the country, coming off back-to-back titles, chasing the 3rd consecutive title for the first time since the 1930s, Minnesota being the last team to do that. So, maybe there's some of that. Maybe this is a week that they get rid of it. Maybe this is the week that I am wrong, which would make it the 3rd week in a row. But I'm taking them not to cover, but to win 38-3. So a 35-point win would still be pretty nice, all things considered. But the line is at 41.5. I think I buried the lead on that when I said does Georgia cover. So, but at the end of the day, this Georgia Bulldogs team has not been able to cover. Not expecting them to this week, given that this is another line over 40 points. So with that, I will let you go, and I'll let you have a wonderful Friday. And, just get ready for this night game. Sanford Stadium, it should be a fun one. Everybody will want to light up Sanford, once that 4th quarter comes. So y'all take care. Y'all have been awesome. I've been Jason Butt. Have a good one.